Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. James May has teased a continuation of his Oh Cook cooking show, as fans have been asking him about his crash during the next episode of the Grand Tour. As we talked about in recent videos, James May crashed his Lancer Evo 8 during filming for the next Grand Tour episode in Norway. He hit a wall at 75 miles an hour and suffered a broken rib from the impact. He spent a night in hospital and was given the all clear, while the news has only just been released. This did happen at the beginning of the year, so he is completely fine now. But despite this, fans have been messaging him to see how he is now, and while he was thanking fans for this response, he also responded to a question about Food Tribe. Food Tribe, for those who don't know, was the Drive Tribe sister channel that's just been rebranded as What Next. The accompanying website was shut down due to low revenue, and since then, the YouTube channel has focused on a bit of everything, with recent videos focusing on specifically James and Richard talking and playing chess over gin and tonic. Obviously trying to sell James's gin brand, but it has been brilliant entertainment, so if you haven't seen it yet, go over to What's Next, it's really good. Anyway, the Twitter user posted this, asking James if there was still going to be cooking on that channel. Elsewhere there will be, he said, hinting at the return of Oh Cook, or maybe another similar show. This could, at a pinch, also refer to another YouTube channel, but with the demise of Food Tribe, a channel devoted to food and cooking, I highly doubt the Drive Tribe team will want to revisit that again. And despite May joking that his cooking show failed during Our Man in Italy, fans would love to see it return to Prime Video. I loved it, and I know a load of people that loved it. The rawness and the ease of its production, I mean, it can't have cost very much, so come on Amazon, cough up. Only time will tell, but I for one am crossing my fingers. Now, with this being a thing, I thought I'd revisit an interview he had with BT.com where he discussed the differences between filming a show in a kitchen and filming a car show such as the Grand Tour. He said at the time, "The kitchen is, on the whole, less hazardous, I suppose, but I think people expect me to know what I'm talking about when I'm driving a car. I don't think people expect me to be an authority on cooking. In some ways, the kitchen is quite high pressure because it all happens in real time. You can't uncook something. When you put the egg into poach, you can't just decide to take it out and do it differently. You have to start the whole process again, which we didn't want to do." James continued to add that the kitchen is a hostile environment. He said, "It's quite fractious, which is how kitchens are, even when you're not filming in them. I'm sure most domestic fights start in the kitchen or around the remote control." He also discussed the fact he didn't tell his co-presenters about the filming of Oh Cook, despite them being so close. "To be honest, I didn't tell them," he said. "I didn't tell anyone but a few close mates. I remember a few weeks ago Clarkson saying to me, 'Are you doing this cooking show then?' I said, 'No, I've already done it.' He was amazed that I'd sneaked off and done a cooking show without telling him. I don't know why he thought I'd tell him in particular." James then compared this to Jeremy's infatuation with his farming habits. I've talked to him about it, well, I don't get much choice. He goes on about it all the time. He's basically Jethro Tull. If it's an 8-part show about growing potatoes, I'm gonna struggle with it, to be honest. He said this before offering Hammond an idea for his next show. What spin-off do I think Hammond should do? He has got a popular science series coming out on Amazon, but the next thing Hammond should do, I'll tell you what he should do, because he doesn't like swimming and water, he should do a marine biology show. But not in the Maldives or Bahamas, he should be somewhere like the Humber Estuary, somewhere grey and cold. I'd watch that. I've just actually thought, with Clarkson doing Clarkson's Farm and Hammond's doing Hammond's Workshop, or whatever it's called, it was, let's face it, it was the least popular of the shows they've done. James could definitely be doing something at his restaurant. I wonder if there's some kind of show he could do which follows his restaurant business, especially as it's been very slow over the pandemic. It's obviously picking up now. I think that'd be really cool, and I'd like to see a little bit of James May's behind the scenes, like actually looking at how he lives his life and then how he runs this restaurant. I don't know. It could be a cool idea. I like the sound of that. I posted a poll to our Twitter, so let me know what you thought of Oh Cook over on there. You can find the link in the description. While you do that, I'll continue to keep my eye out on more information about the return of the cooking show. As always, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and if you haven't yet, go check out my recent video where I introduce you to our new 350Z project car. It took me a long time to do. Less because of the editing and more because of what I was actually doing, but I really enjoyed doing it. I hope you enjoyed watching it. For more just like this, go to grandtournation.com. I'll see you there. This is where you usually see me. But in this video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different because today, the headlining to my 350Z arrived. So, I'm going to be taking you on my rather long and tedious journey of fitting it. But this is only step one of GTN's new build. Over the next year, you'll join me as I modify my Nissan 350Z. Take it on some of the greatest road trips with the greatest people.
I'm gonna start it.
And because of this whole electrification thing and the rising of fuel costs, enjoy the combustion engine while we still can. Race car.
Yes! Yes!
So, I suppose we better get on with it then.